Mike, I think it's about time for us to finally take a look at a very big DC villain. And I think it makes a lot of sense because he's actually going to be making an appearance in some media here very soon.
Okay.
Let's
Brainiac?
talk about one. We will get to him, but today let's talk about Sinestro.
Oh, okay.
Frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about
comic books, costumes,
facts, boots,
and other stuff.
in this week's issue.
The Origin of Sinestro.
Welcome into Bros, Foes, and Heroes. I'm Zach, joined as always by the man whose might doesn't need a ring, Mr. Mike. I don't know. Technically, it's willpower, I guess, not might, but
So it's willpower that controls the ring? The ring?
okay. Well,
The
it's
wing?
will. Remember, we covered.
The wing is the willpower.
I don't know why that makes me think of Princess Bride for some reason.
Yeah. It's Billy Crystal, yeah.
Yeah. Have fun storming the castle. That's
Have fun
not what I always
storming
do.
the castle.
Oh, it's such a great movie.
That's a very good movie, yeah.
But
When
yeah,
they
Green
remake
Lantern-
that, it won't be near as good.
Oh, you think they're going to?
Yeah, I think it'll probably be the Wayans brothers that remake it. It'll
don't
be
know about
nice.
You know that, keeping it like color related, that Marlon was supposed to be Robin in one of the Tim Burton ones.
Was he really?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Or maybe it was the first Schumacher. I thought I read that. Also, I've found out recently that Matt Damon was brought in to potentially play him instead of Chris O'Donnell because the studio was having problems with Chris O'Donnell, like negotiating his contract. And so they they were like, oh, we'll fly in Matt Damon. Like, he'll do the role then. And they
He's
used
far
it as
too
just a
big.
tactic. Huh?
He's
This
far
is
too
before.
big.
This is, you have to
Oh.
think, this is right around Good Will Hunting. Like, this is
Oh,
young
okay.
Matt Damon.
Yeah,
But still, I found that very interesting. So,
that is such a good movie too, though.
Good Will Hunting? Yes.
Oh my God, yeah.
I thought you were
That's
going to
so
talk
good.
about the Batman, not Batman Forever. Yeah, Batman Forever. No.
Batman Forever, yeah.
Batman and
Yeah.
Robin. Batman and Robin's the killer.
Batman and Robin was nipples. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, I think they had nipples in both the Schumacher ones.
Well, I
Anyway.
think the original one had nipples, but the second one is like protruding, hard, cut glass nipples.
Oh, nice. While we're talking about Batman media, I know I've talked about it before, but I'm going to give you an update on my son's love of Batman now that has just kind of blossomed more. Every superhero is still Batman.
Everybody's
But now he will walk around and he will hum the theme. But I'm not talking about like the Danny Elfman. I'm talking about the Adam West. He'll just walk around while he's
Oh,
playing
really?
and just go, Batman.
Batman.
And
It's his favorite
watching,
song.
He loves watching the intro of it. And it's
Oh,
just
that's cool.
Like, it is. And he's really into it. And here's what's
Well,
kind of
if you
funny.
think about it, there's not that much difference between the intro to the 60s Batman and Coco Melon.
No, I think Coco
kind
Melon's
of the
probably a
same.
little more addictive in a weird way.
Well, it's bright colors, it's fast moving
It
stuff.
is. It's a lot of pals, Zams.
Yeah.
But actually, I don't know. I like the intro, the animated one they did. I
Yeah.
have the movie that we watch in like little
Shark spray.
Yeah, exactly. And the bomb, my favorite. He has the bomb that like
Yeah.
never goes off. And it's,
Can't
oh,
get
there's
rid of
nuns there. No, there's a band there. And it
Yeah.
just anyway.
Yeah.
I love, and we watched a clip of it, that Adam West Batman. And I think I enjoy it when Batman's silly. I think that's why we love The World's Finest as much as we do.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
another thought I had that was really cool was, do you remember? Because Mike and I met. We had our 5-year anniversary, but Mike and I met working on another project to make this
That's
all
right.
full circle. And that is the podcast that we did called The Invisible Icon, which is about Tom Wilson, who was a local music producer.
Yeah.
And it was a great, I enjoyed doing it. It's really fun.
Good
If you have
series.
time to go,
Yeah.
do it, it is really great. Maybe we should have always kind of re-released it and tried to get awards for it. I think we could have gotten some. Anyway.
I think we could have too. I think we also could have got sued for all the music we used, but yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good point. Let's not get
probably
into
want to
that.
keep it in the vault. Yeah.
So,
That was back when I didn't give a shit, Zach. That was that 1 week when I didn't give a shit. So
yeah, no, and now it's like when I have hosts that on the shows that we do, we're like, hey, can I play that song? And I'm like, I
Nope.
can maybe find you like a royalty-free version that slightly sounds like it.
Let me find you a MIDI version.
But I say all that to say is it was about Tom Wilson, the music producer,
Yeah.
who produced that Batman theme song. So it all comes back and it's all connected in weird ways.
It does. You know, that Tom Wilson show honestly comes up a lot in just talking to people. You know, when you start talking about what you've done over the last few years and things like that, I mean, that's always one that I mention because I'm proud of it.
Yeah, dude, I did like investigative journalism for it. Granted, Lindsay, who helped us with it, was even better at that. But I'm just reaching out and just emailing random
kind of
people.
her job. I mean, she is a reporter, so you know
she's really good at it. But
she is. She's all right.
But so that's just an update there that I was thinking about. But before we get into today's episode, where we will talk Sinestro, and we will also talk a little bit. I want to talk to Mike a little bit about the Lanterns TV show and some things that I saw this week that also have me very excited for it that have nothing to do with the show itself. And I'll kind of show that in a second. But we have recorded some episodes here recently, and I've just been so busy with new shows that we've gotten started and with other things that I haven't been able to get them fully produced and get out. I will get them out this week. I'm recording this. You will see this episode first. So then you'll know if you watch this and you watch the ones later of being like, wow, that sounded like it happened a couple weeks ago. Well, that explains why there. But so I can tell you just our plans moving forward so you can kind of see and just plan it a bit.
But it's the internet, baby. Anything goes.
And all this is evergreen. So the truth is you can come back and listen to it whenever you want to.
It's true.
But we will have Sinestro today. And then I had to remember what we did last week. There's the one story with Lois Lane that involved potential aging of Superman.
She wanted to marry Superman's junior.
Yeah, there's Superman Jr. You'll get to find out who Superman Jr. is. And you'll also get to find out the meaning behind the panel of Batman smacking Robin.
Yes,
that I'm sure
that was a big one.
That is what we talked about. So that is what you can look forward to the rest of this week. But we will have Green Lantern stuff for you today. Also in the future, just based off
kick a kid back into an orphanage.
With the show coming up, there are some things I want to focus on and cover just because they've been mentioned in the show. I know that Mike stops watching trailers after a certain point, and so I get that. I'm going to say this because it's in the trailer, so I don't feel like I'm spoiling anything because of that, even though you haven't seen it. But Manhunters are brought up, and I would like for us to cover at least just the first appearance just to get an idea. I know it'll be different, and it'll probably be more current iteration, but I want to introduce some more Green Lantern stuff to Mike as we go so he can have little tidbits while we watch the show. On top of that, I'm going to finish this, and I'll let you finish what I'm saying, Mike. On top of that, then we have hopefully I'm aiming for sometime this month part 2 of Pitt with our boy Red. Have him back on to finish up Pitt. Also, in the future, I need to get with Slightly Modified Jonathan and talk to him about. He brought up we wanted to have another listener one on Green Arrow or Flash related story, and I want to figure out which one of those two he wants to do, and we'll do that later this year too. But I want to fill in some Green Lantern stuff. And then we're going to have just more silly shenanigans in there at some point in time. But I'm just trying to give you a little glimpse of the future there.
So the Manhunters, is that the same as like the Martian Manhunter?
So, no, they're different.
Okay.
Same in a way. Manhunters, from my knowledge, and here's the thing, I will be completely honest with you, that I'm going to read up some of this for myself too. I know enough about Green Lantern to be dangerous, but you could easily find the holes in my knowledge that I know. That's the thing. I'm gonna admit my shortcomings as a comic book fan, and the space part of it is very much one of mine. The more cosmic stuff, especially in DC, and for sure in Marvel too. I enjoy a good sci-fi, but I usually stay more based. But it doesn't mean that I haven't enjoyed it. I've always wanted to read Blackest Night. I've always wanted to read these stories. I've always wanted for us to cover at some point in time. I guess maybe we'll wait till but Kyle Rayner and some of the other Lanterns. We talked about Guy Gardner. It's fun, but anyway, I want to kind of dive into the mythos more for all of us and just to have some fun with it, and also probably find some very silly Green Lantern stuff too, because we like to laugh along the way. Today's, even though we're covering the first appearance of Sinestro, we're probably going to laugh at it in there. But
remember, guys, we like to laugh.
We do like to laugh. Here's my last little bit that I want to do. I'm gonna tell you about what we got coming up. Well, let me make my points about lanterns first. And I know Mike hasn't seen anything, but last week, 2 weeks ago, I'm trying to remember now. 2 weeks ago, I guess, was Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And they, the cast was there. I think they had, Kyle Chandler was there. He's playing Hal Jordan, Aaron Pierre, who's playing John Stewart, Tom King, who we know is like my favorite comic book writer, who is also now the showrunner, or like one of the co-showrunners for Lanterns. And for while they're working on the Mr. Miracle show too, they had the showrunner there. They, I think, Darren, Lindell. I'm messing his name up. What is it?
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. He's, the director for it. And like just everybody was there.
It's Lindoff, isn't it?
I think it's Lindoff.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm trying to throw another.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Phenomenal director. Like I have really high hopes for this show.
I do too.
I saw two things. I know a lot of people. I think it's gonna be good. Like I enjoyed the first season of True. What is it? Not True Criminal. It's
True Detective.
There we go.
Yep.
So much, and I'm fine with it being grounded. But I think it's gonna be bigger than we think. But two clips that I saw, Mike, that are with the people from the show, but yet have nothing to do with the show itself, that made me think that these are going to be really good. And I'm going to be corny. I'll play like the one first, and it's just, I'll wait till they're done. They're both like 20 something seconds. The one was Aaron Pierre was on CBS Morning talking about like promoting the show and stuff. And this is the end of it, of how they signed off.
What we've not experienced before. We're so happy to see you as John Stewart. I, as somebody who's been reading Green Lantern comics my whole life, in brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light. Aaron Pierre, thank you. Lanterns debuts next Sunday.
So that was the first one. And then I'm also going to play you the second one here of Kyle Chandler, where they were in an interview with Collider, because I want to make sure I give credit to where all this has happened, but an interview with Collider, which if you have a chance to watch an interview, like that's the one I recommend. I apologize, I don't have the interviewer's name, but my goodness, was she throwing out amazing questions the entire time. Like it's a great interview, but this is the clip that I wanted to play from that I love.
Move that yellow towel. That's a joke because
use your ring.
People who know Green Lantern know about the color yellow. Anyway, that fell dead. But
They'll edit that out.
I was thinking while
do better next time.
Every day another yellow joke. Oh
Green Lantern lore.
Can't pretend to laugh all the time.
That I love these, and the reason I play those, Mike, is the reason, and this is a weird thing to think. I think the show is going to be phenomenal and enjoyable, even if there's I'm sure it'll probably have its problems. Every show does. Nothing's perfect.
Sure.
But the people playing it, not even of them just like, I'm like, oh, that's John Stewart. But like they're in the one with Kyle Chandler, like they're having fun. You can tell like they love being around each other. And I will always argue that chemistry like that always comes through, I think.
Oh, hell yeah.
Makes projects better. Like, I fully believe that, like, everybody enjoyed working on Superman. I could be wrong there. And then with the Aaron Pierre one, like, that's a guy who is just diving, like, full force into it and loves every minute of it.
Yep.
And that's another thing that I think is great. So.
Well, that reminds me of Corn Sweat. Honestly, because like he was so thrilled about being Superman, and I think that man loves doing what he's doing.
Oh, he does. That's the thing, is everything I've seen him do, like he just like, and I think he's just seems like a genuinely like happy guy, and but he fully enjoys like doing it. And I think like even in there, some of it might be actor talk. I don't think it was in that Collider interview. He talks about like, this is a role I've always wanted to play. Like I would love to be John Stewart.
The guy that was sitting behind them, the last one to speak before they showed Aaron Pierre.
Garrett Dillahunt, who's a phenomenal actor too. I'm pretty sure that,
he has been in so many things that I like.
Dude,
he is always a great character actor, and whenever I see that guy show up in a thing, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna like this. He's just one of those guys, right?
No, I'm excited for that too. Yes.
Was he on Prison Break?
Ooh, now you're getting a little out of my range. He was on Raising Hope. He was on that for a bit. He was on the Mindy Project. He's been in so many things. He was in Deadwood.
There you go.
Yeah.
Deadwood, what a great show. Deadwood was fantastic, and it wasn't, everybody talks about the cussing and all that stuff, but it that's the way they spoke, I would imagine. And the thing I always appreciated about that show and about Hell on Wheels, if you've never watched Hell on Wheels, please go watch Hell on Wheels with Common. Common turns into a great actor during this series. You can tell when it happens. And that is such a good show. But the thing about those two shows is they showed the dirty Old West. So like these women would come through in their long ass dresses and then they'd just be covered in mud by the time they got to the end of the street. And that's what made them so good to me. I was like, you watch all these Westerns and everybody looks great, and that's so unrealistic. They had to stink and be dirty and gross and, we forget there's no air conditioning. There was no anything. And so anytime they do anything like that and it's more realistic, I really enjoy that.
No, and I think it's going to be really good. There's another clip that I couldn't find to be able to play it, but I've seen it and it looks really good. It's from the show. And it is, the two of them, Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan and Garrett Dillahunt's character talking while he's like grilling and Hal's just like sitting there just kind of talking about him. And he's like, he's like, when people could find out what you do, and he's like, he starts talking about like the land they're on and how it belonged to like, the indigenous people there before, and then who it belonged to after. He goes, but across the sea, he's like, boats were coming. And Hal Jordan looks at him. It's a great scene if you can see it. And Hal Jordan looks at him and goes, universe is a pretty big place. Or he says like, it's a big place, but it tends to be pretty friendly. And he goes, then why do they need space cops for? And it's a damn good line. Yeah. And you're like, oh, okay.
That is a good line. Yeah.
The way set up, like back and forth, like the chemistry, it's going to be great. So I'm looking forward to it. If you're watching this, it'll be Monday. Sunday is when Lanterns come out. And I'm stoked for it. But what we are going to do is talk about Sinestro, who does make an appearance in the show. We've seen that in the trailer. We are going to talk about his origin all the way back in Green Lantern #7 next, right after a word from our sponsors.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Mitch, the co-founder of Cake, a sexual health and wellness company designed for today and designed for you. Yes, you. The entire product line can be found at hellocake.com, and it's also available in every Walmart near you.
Okay, I figured out why I remember him so much. He was, this is that Garrett Dillahunt. He was on Sarah Connor Chronicles, and he was the bad Terminator.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, he was very good in that. And then there was one other that I found. I promise I'm not going to pick up my phone.
He's a phenomenal actor. Hey,
that was really good.
Give him flowers. I'm fine with that too.
Yeah, that was really good. And then, God, what was the other one? Deadwood, like you said. And then there was one.
And I don't mind giving spoilers because
Fear the Walking Dead. He was in that. And so that was the last time I saw him was Fear the Walking Dead. And Fear the Walking Dead was really good the first couple of seasons. I mean, really good. Like it was more
The Walking Dead. I never watched Fear the Walking Dead.
Fear the Walking Dead has I can't even remember his name. Black guy that has a really deep voice. He's kind of talks like this. He's almost like a Shakespearean type actor or something.
It's the actor who was in who played Morgan in the first one, right?
No.
Oh, is it Coleman Domingo?
Yes.
Played Victor. Okay.
That's the first time I saw him. And I was like, oh my God, he's so good.
Morgan, by the way. So, dude, I will also, give you, there's a show that I'm sure you sometimes, well, do you ever watch things through osmosis? Like it's not what you picked. You're working on something else, or like, you know.
Oh yeah.
And
I've
it's
seen a lot of CSI that way. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've been watching 4 seasons. And I say that, and then like I'll get into it too. But it's so they redid. I think it was a movie that Alan Alda wrote at one point in time. Right?
It was no, it was
or is it a show?
No, it was a movie, and it was Norman Lear, I believe.
Okay. Is Alan Alda in the original?
Alan Alda, I think, is in it. Yeah. But I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He wrote this one, or he helped write this one.
Okay.
I saw that.
Okay.
But it's like the cast is stacked. Coleman Domingo's a part of it.
Yeah.
Like Will Forte, Tina Fey, Steve Carell. I'm blanking on names now too. She was in Reno 911. She's such a
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, because I had an opportunity to possibly interview her at the last ATX festival.
Ooh, nice.
It just never came to be, but yeah, it was that would have been
really cool. All that to say that Coleman Domingo is fantastic in that too, and like that voice, man.
Dude, I would love to.
If I ever write an audiobook, he can read.
Oh, I would. He honestly is like the new. What's his name from Shawshank?
Tim Robbins?
Yeah, he's the new Tim Robbins. No, yeah, he's gonna make Hudsucker Proxy too.
Clancy Brown?
No, Morgan Freeman. He is like the new Morgan Freeman voice to me. Like, you could use his in anything. He could sell me a car, or whatever. Like, he's just got such a great voice. Yeah,
I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, yeah. Well, Clancy Brown, I got to quit getting off track. It's just one of those shows. He plays the prison guard in Shawshank Redemption. He does so much voice acting. Like he has, like that's Mr. Krabs. Did you know that?
Yeah. Oh, really? No, I didn't know that.
SpongeBob. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Things like that.
Where else would Mr. Krabs be from, Zach?
Well. There was this girl. That
was Mrs. Krabs, yeah. Ms.
All right, let's get into our story today, which is I don't know where to go from that. So
yeah. That lady has a man in her uvula.
It's right behind her. Yeah.
Okay.
This is a relatively short story. The first appearance of Sinestro came in Green Lantern issue 7 back on August of 1961. The story that we're talking about is the cover story there.
Okay.
The day 100,000 people vanished. The writer is John Broome. Broome. I think it's Broome. Man, of course, if I wasn't already in my head about other names, I would get that right. My apologies there. Artist Gil Kane, inker Joe Giella. Saladino, and the letterer and the editor was Julius Schwartz. Also, we talk about him a lot. I think we'll get to the Flash around this Silver Age time too. But
Julius Schwartz,
yeah,
I
think he's the one who came up with the idea. Like he started the Silver Age, if I'm not mistaken. So he's the one who was like, "Hey, why don't we bring back the Flash?" And we're like, change this and we'll do this. And they had like a showcase, similar to how like each issue was a different thing. And so I think like issue 4 was the Flash, and it sold really well. So then like a couple showcases later, like they did another Flash story and it sold well. And so then they got the idea, okay, why don't we revamp some of these old characters then? That's when they bring Green Lantern back. Like that's when, all of that, like they try Aquaman again, kind of stuff, and it ushers in the Silver Age. So I would say that Julius Schwartz is a big figure there. But our story is the day 100,000 people vanished, and you see a little Sinestro down there. He's not a Yellow Lantern yet. Yeah. So one thing that I can tell you, Mike, where it's at now and where it was at then, to keep it very simple, is Sinestro is the leader of like the Sinestro Corps. I'm pretty sure he's the leader of like the Yellow Lanterns too, which if Will controls like I guess that comes different, but and so like he's like the evil, the counterpart. That's why So the Green Lanterns, and he's the head of the Yellow Lanterns. He becomes that in his next appearance. I think like it's either 2 or 4 issues later. he's able to find like the yellow ring and use it. And so that happens pretty early on. He doesn't have it in this one. In this one, from his very start, though, we do get the same kind of origin of where he was a Green Lantern at one point in time. Where we are now, though, also with Mike, I had to look this up. There are so many lanterns now of all different colors. Like there's red lanterns, orange lanterns, blue, like all that. And it goes across like an emotional spectrum. So like the black lanterns are like death, white is light, like, red is rage, things of that. So it's gotten where there's so much more now, but at least at this point in time where we are today, he's just an old Green Lantern. So that's all you need to know there about Sinestro.
I like the orange ones because they're just about fun.
I had that looked up. I don't think so. I don't think it's a great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not fun though.
We just like to have a good time over here with the Orange Lanterns. We just want to throw parties.
So we open up. I'm trying to see where the Valdel is the name. Valdel is the name of the city, and it opens up, and it's like a normal day. Everybody's saying hi to each other, and then all of a sudden, there's a rain of light, and then it's like a ghost town. Like everybody disappears. So, Al, I am going to speed past one of these.
Good.
Because it is also from the 60s.
Yeah.
And I'll just say it like this. Hal Jordan has a not great nickname for his sidekick, his mechanic there.
Well, and we think it's not a great name. Like it's
not. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's incredibly racist.
I think it's probably best to just stay away from it. Yeah.
Even the retcon isn't much better.
Sure.
Like Mike and I were looking, and I told you the retcon, and we're like, nah. But so that's his. He goes and he, talks to his mechanic buddy, and while he's there, he's kind of contacted by.
Talks to his mechanic buddy.
Yeah, like he's testifying. Like he's
head?
No. The guy that we skipped past.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay.
So while he's there talking to, while he's there talking to his mechanic friend, he is kind of whisked away from there, but not in body, but like in mind, by the Guardians, who call him essentially up to Oa, which is where the Green Lantern headquarters up there. And like he shows up and he's like, "Oh, the Guardians of the Universe," and he's like, "Yes, like this is an emergency. We need to tell you about something that may affect you kind of here." Like, they give the whole background of like, we're the creators of the power batteries. Like, we know it, like we're the all powerful, all that kind of stuff.
That's what those lanterns are called, power batteries?
Yeah. The lanterns, they also call them power batteries.
Okay.
To recharge their ring.
Gotcha.
It is still very much, they keep it from the first appearance of like once every 24 hours, you got to charge that ring. And that'll come up in this too. But they kind of tell him like, we Guardians do not bestow power batteries without careful testing of all these people. But there are like many people out there that are Green Lanterns. Like you're not the only Green Lantern. Like space is vast. There's plenty of different planets out there and, different solar systems. You're not the only one. And we do a tedious effort to figure out our Green Lanterns. But we did make one mistake once. Like we aren't perfect is kind of what they tell him. And that's what they tell us about Sinestro, who was a Green Lantern at one point in time. But then he started realizing that like, there's nothing that like his ring couldn't do. Like he was able to defeat all the evil, keep his people safe, but he's like, I can do anything with this. And he's like, why should I remain in like my secret chamber here and like hide from the world when I have a better idea and a sensational of like how I can use my ring and like with true power. And so he goes and he essentially, I'll add this editor's note before I move on because I thought it was funny because they talk about his planet, which is, it starts with a K. It is Kruger, Krugar, Kruger.
K-O-R.
I'm sorry, yeah, K-O-R-U-G-A-R.
Kruger.
Oh, right, Kruger maybe. Because they talk about the Krugian Green Lantern, or the Krugian. Sorry, the Cruzeri. Oh, I can't. We're just gonna quit this. It's words are tough for me, people. I apologize.
Ever needed a vacation?
Yeah, but they do talk about that. Sinestro likes to be like, "Oh, I have to charge my ring once every 37 Diors," and it has the editor note that that's the equivalent of 24 Earth hours. Like, okay, like you wasted.
Okay.
I don't want to say you wasted, but it's like there's a whole panel just so you can get in the Dior's joke, just to let us know. Oh, it's different on his planet.
One day. Why don't you just say one day?
Exactly. Anyway, I just found that funny.
That is funny.
But what he does then is he dispenses justice from like the headquarters there, and it says in a strange way, they wait in line to be seen by him, and then they plead like their case, and he decides if it's worth his time, essentially. Because like one guy's like, evil raiders, like they're threatening my settlement, and he's like, how bored I am with like all these complaints, man. Like for my
he's a king.
like essentially he's made himself a king. Well, eventually the people turn on him.
Yeah.
And so he attacks the people to silence.
They all have super high blood pressure too.
They do. He is kind of like, he's turned into a dictator. And when people revolt up against him, like he uses his ring to lash out against them. So he is their dictator now. I would also like to point out that I feel like I'm pretty good in saying this. When I look at myself, I realize I don't have my webcam, so I'm a little blurry today. But there's a lot of similarities, I feel like, between Sinestro and somebody else who was in power like just 20-something years before that, out in Germany. Just the way like it raises up of like, you know, he becomes a dictator. He's very, even to the point where he has, I don't know if he has it here, but the facial hair he has too. I don't know. I've just always sensed that, but I could be really off. The people there are like, you know, the three people who spoke out against him.
You're talking about hair Volkswagen, right?
Yes. Yeah, I am.
Sure.
Like they talk about like people are disappearing, and he's become like a law to himself, and he's enslaving people that he wants, you know, becoming a dictator. So the Guardians go and see him, and they're like, you've misused your power. Like, it's time for us to strip you of the lantern. And they do, and they send him away to Quard, Qward, to Quard, where all is evil and where your evil will find only other evil to clash with.
You've been
like,
Quard.
You've been Quard. They're like, we're going to send you there, so all your terribleness is just met by other terribleness, and there's nowhere for y'all to go. Like, y'all are stuck there, so we don't have to worry about it. Well, they tell us, though, that when Sinestro, with his fiery energy, lost no time in contacting the rulers in that new universe in Quard, and he told them that he was determined to become the master of this world, and just as he was the master of his last, and that the Guardians will never shake his will. Like, I will defeat them yet, and there is one way. And there is one way to begin my struggle. Isn't that very on the nose? That's why I also
I think you're talking about my camp, and yeah, it's a little close.
To begin his struggle. Anyway, so he convinces the Quardarians to like help him to build all these things he needs, and he in return is promising them the Green Lantern of Earth. Like,
he looks like that little devil kid grew up, you know, like the Casper the Friendly Ghost. Yeah, that Casper the Friendly Ghost Harvey comics thing. Yeah, I think it was Hot Stuff, wasn't it?
I think it's something like that. So he tells them, like, at the right moment, like, I'll switch whenever he's not using his ring, and I'll be able to transport him here, and he won't have his power here on Quard, and you guys can get rid of him.
You know how it goes on Quard.
Well, so I don't think he says his. Nope, he does. So anyway, I'll just be really quick. We just won't make mention to it. But so he comes to and he figures out like, oh, I need to go to the city then to like, how does he word it? He tells them the reason that Valdale, the 100,000 people that were there are gone now is because he was supposed to be there for like some community thing. They were giving him this key to the city or something. He was late. Sure. He was late for his appearance. So he kidnapped everybody from there or made them invisible, but Green Lantern wasn't there. So what he does is Green Lantern goes to Coast City and he uses his ring to kind of do the same to everybody else and make them all invisible. And then he just stands there and waits. He's like, I'm not using my ring. It's only a matter of time before Sinestro kind of uses his technology then to bring me there to Quard. And it says like after an indeterminable wait, we don't know how long he waited, but
Well, it's
all of a sudden
indeterminable.
a force seized him and he was sucked away to Quard. Well, after Green Lantern's gone, everybody kind of becomes visible again because he's not there to use his ring and all that. So like, what in the world is going on here? And they just continue about their day. It's like, we live in the DC universe. So, and he shows up there, and the Quardarians are
God bless
notice
you.
like Sinestro has kept his promise. Like he's delivered the Green Lantern to us, open fire. And thankfully he has enough time, Hal does, to get a force field up with his ring. And Sinestro goes, hear me, Green Lantern. Unless you surrender to us, your countrymen, that 100,000 people of Veldale, they'll be destroyed at once. And Hal's like, yeah, that's one thing. Oh, it says after an agonizing moment, the Emerald, where is it at? Did I miss a page? Oh, he's thinking to himself. This is where he goes, this is one thing that I did not take into account. I have no choice. Like I must do what he says. And he tells him like he accepts. And he goes, you release the people and send them back, and then where they belong, safe and sound. And he goes, all right, I agree. And he does that. He sends them back. Then after he does that, while in Quard, true to his promise, Green Lantern has allowed himself to be captured, and Sinestro uses a yellow bubble to keep him in there. Pulsating energy is what it is. It says it is. And he goes, the way you propose, he asks him, he's like, is this how you plan to destroy me? And they're like, patience, my ex-colleague, patience. He tells him, as a former ring welder myself, like I know that you have to charge your ring once every 24 hours. You see, what I'm just going to do is we'll just keep you trapped in that thing until time passes, and then you can't use your ring, and then we'll just take care of you that way. Like, because you're just basically a plain old simple man. You know, you're nothing special after that. And so he tells him, like, our super radar informed us exactly when you last charged your ring.
Super radar.
He goes, when that clock strikes 6, your ring will run out of power, and then we shall destroy you.
You know, there was another editor's note there.
Oh, the editor's note was,
but it just tells you about the yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That oddly enough, we know about from the Alan Scott one. Remember, that was the yellow was a problem all the way back then. So
stupid
they
yellow.
wait and they notice, oh, the clock strikes 6, and so they release him from the bubble, and Sinestro goes to attack him, and instead Hal's able to use his ring, and he's like, his ring, it's still working, and like he thinks it's impossible. And Green Lantern tells him, no, it's not impossible. See, what I knew, I had one slim chance to defeat your diabolical scheme. But it was a chance that worked. My ring could not pierce your yellow bubble, but I discovered one thing that could get out of the subparticles, or that could get out the subparticles of carbon dioxide from my own breath. And what I did was to use my green beam to propel the invisible CO2 particles out of the bubble and at the clock.
Did you say green bean? Did you say green bean?
Green beam.
Oh, so sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, get up.
So I made it run fast with my breath and my ring. So you thought that time ran out, but it didn't. Essentially, that's what he says. You think that he might be just like going. But he pins Sinestro to the wall, and he goes, so you see, I still have plenty of power left for my ring, enough to take care of you.
I don't know why I didn't like the Green Lantern. I don't know why.
Yeah. You haven't read the right stories. But he uses his ring then to capture everybody, like gets rid of all the other Quardarians there, and he goes back to Sinestro, and Sinestro's laughing. And he's like, why are you laughing? And he goes, you amuse me. He's like, and I'll tell you why. If I had caught you the way you have caught me, like, I would have just destroyed you at once. But you just left me pinned here. He's like, your stupid code prevents you from killing or harming anyone. But, like, I know that because I wore the uniform just like you, before I learned better, good is helpless, evil alone can act. And not only that, but you cannot even take me with you back into your world to imprison me because I've been banished here by the Guardians. Like, and you can't countermine their orders. And so Hal's like, that's true, but you're wrong about one thing. Like, I will show you how you're wrong. And he forces him in like a green bubble, similar to how he did yours. And he's like, no force on Quard can penetrate that ring-made bubble I have made around you. So against your will, like you have nobody now to kind of rally and rise up except yourself. Like
he's like a hamster.
Yeah. And he leaves him there and he flies back to Earth. And as he lands, he goes and he charges his ring again because he needed to. And we get the quote there, or the oath again, which we did get earlier in the show. In brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light. And then he takes off back to Valdell as a sea of youthful faces are staring.
He has to go over to the boys' settlement home.
That's what it was. I'm sorry. The opening of the boys' settlement home in Valdell.
What the fuck is that?
It had been postponed. Yes, because all the events yesterday, but he had to go and make an appearance. And he tells them, and remember, boys, when right is on your side, you will always overcome evil, no matter where you find it. They do call him the Emerald Gladiator, which I think is a cool little nickname.
Yeah, I think that is cool. But again, what is a boys' settlement home? Is it for orphans? Are we back in Orphanville? Is that where we're at? I think it is too. I think if boys are settling, I mean, it's probably an all boys like orphan home.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, now it's called the settlement home for children.
So they take both genders now.
Yeah.
Or all genders.
Hold on. What?
Boys settlement home.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're right.
It sounds like
using context clues.
Tiny lawyers.
Dude, the settlement home for for children is in our state.
Oh, great. That doesn't surprise me.
Community-based centers providing social services to impoverished working families and youth. So is it more kind of like the Y, though?
That's kind of what I was thinking, that it sounded just like the YMCA or the YWCA
that's
or
what the settlement home
YCA. What do they call it now? Because like there's no young men's Christian athletes anymore.
The Y. It's just the young.
It's just the Y.
I mean, I've always, even when I was in school, everybody just called it the Y. Well,
it's for young.
All the cool kids are going to the Y. Like, I never
We're going to the Y. It's young. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. I like boys settlement home, though. I think that's a much catchier phrase.
Well, now it's the children's settlement home. Right?
Yeah. Where's Face? Well, he's at the boys settlement home.
There you go, though. That is the first appearance of Sinestro, who
by the way, what he calls him, it's not great, right? But it does sound like a Dick Tracy villain.
Oh, you're talking about the mechanic.
Yeah. It sounds like something Dick Tracy would fight, and the guy would literally have a face that looked like that.
Oh, for sure. But there you go. We'll have more Green Lantern stuff. I told you we'll have Manhunter stuff in the future.
That one was interesting because it was almost like we were dropped into the Green Lantern universe with everything already working. You know,
like I think they decided, I guess, by issue 7, you should just know what we're going with here.
Everything's green, guys. What do you want? No, that's cool. That's cool. I am very much looking forward to that show. It's got great people in it, and it's being done the right way, I believe. And with it being on HBO, that means they can get a little funky if they want to with it.
And I'm also going to say, Mike, and maybe this is a dumb thing of me to say here too, but it's a Sunday night on HBO. That's got to mean something, right?
It's a big night. Yeah, because, I mean, that was House of Dragons and all that other shit. Yeah.
That was Soprano. Like, it's always Sunday night's a big night. So I don't know. I'm not saying that it's going to be the greatest, superhero TV show we ever watched. I don't know that. But I think that it's at least going to be good.
I think it's going to be good, and I think it's going to be different from what we've seen before.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with you there. So I'm looking forward to it.
There's nobody I trust more than James Gunn to bring me something different.
Absolutely.
I mean, I know that he work on this hand to hand, but I'm saying,
helps put together he helps put together the teams that do that. And I'm telling you, I know other people don't, but I'm a big Tom King fan, so I would like to let this man work. Although, I'm still a little salty about the ending of Supergirl, but it's grown on me still. I still think it's a good movie.
You're talking about the final thing with her and the bad guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that coming up.
Yeah, but so that does it for us. Thank you guys as always for taking the time to watch, to listen, to partake in the show, or enjoy the show, whatever, however you do. All the comments, all the likes, all the listens. We appreciate it so much. It means so much to us, and we can't thank you all enough for it. Please, if you get a chance, check out a couple things. One, Mike is like, he has a brand and stuff now, so you can check out thatmikehamilton.com.
You can, yeah.
He also wrote a book. He's just a big mover and shaker. He's doing things. But also he's on a podcast. I just love throwing that up there. I don't know why, I'm just going to keep doing it. He has a podcast, King of the Hill podcast named
it's called Yeah,
that is really good too. If you enjoy that, you should check it out, or any of the other.
It's really good if you enjoy that.
I mean, like if you're into King of the Hill, I enjoy it, but not
kidding
everybody.
with you, man. I'm just kidding with you. Yeah.
Here's the thing: Mike is terrible on it. His co-host is.
That's right. I'm awful. That's right.
Okay. No. Happy birthday to. Can I admit something to you?
Birthday to who? Rusty.
Rusty. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's your co-host.
Yeah.
When you sent that text.
Oh, that's him.
And you asked for when you were like, "Hey, happy birthday to you." I thought you were talking about the show at first.
I saw that, and you were like, "Oh, great! That sounds great."
I was like, "Awesome! Congrats!" And then everybody else after me said, "Happy birthday."
I was like, Zach didn't read that at all. No.
Well, I did, but I confused me when you said a King of the Hill happy birthday. I thought it was podcast related.
Yeah.
And it was like a show anniversary is how I read that. And so I did that. And when everybody else said happy birthday.
Poor Rusty. No, he's good, man. Like I say, he missed recording today, but it's only because he was working late. And so if you tune into Bois this week, you're going to get double dose of me doing video essays about King of the Hill. But one of them is really, really good. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a cool take.
Yeah. See, go check Mike out. I believe him. I'm going to watch him, and I can confirm though. Very, very good. He does a lot of good work. I
do a lot of work. I don't know if it's good, but I do a lot of work.
Also, you can check out all the other great podcasts on the Rogue Media Network family of podcasts.
RogueMediaNetwork.com.
And until next time, stay safe, everybody.
I ran out of breath about halfway through. Hey, Galicon, everybody.
Digging the flicks since the age of 6. Digging my kicks. Digging on the comics.
This is a Rogue Media Network production.